Okay. And this is where I'm going to go pull up the video from. Now, M the Six Man has been working really hard this year on our YouTube page. He's been putting in, and he put this video in like a very long time ago. He put this video together, but we never actually released it. So if you guys want to go and do what I just did right there, add in a nice little thumbs up, it's very helpful. And if you guys want to just, drop a comment inside there and just whatever you want, anything. Go to B2B, go Mavericks, go Celtics, go Top Shot. I don't know, just
Let me
whatever. If you
go do
guys
that
want to
right
add,
now.
go and do a little show a little bit of love inside there before we go and show the video out if possible, and we'll add on some entries at the end of the stream. So for the final giveaway, we'll add on entries. I'll go through the YouTube page, and so those of you guys who are in here right now that want to sort of be a part of the end of the stream giveaway, or you just want to go and show support, please do it if you guys can. So let's go ahead without further ado and put on the video. But I gotta go to the browser here because screen share doesn't work as well. So let's do this. So how do you want to do it? Should we watch the whole video in full first, or do you want me to like pause it when you see something cool? Or I guess let's just watch it, right?
I'll follow your lead.
There's Clegaines, for those of you guys who know Clegaines, fellow OG. That guy's in the Pack Rally Mafia. I met him as well. This was such a cool event. That's me, Clegaines, Billy Topshot. Clegaines' girlfriend, or I think now wife, fiance. Glenn Rice. Yeah, so Mass Dog, a lot of Top Shotters were in that first footage. I could actually pause it and say, this is this guy, this is this guy, this is this guy, but for non-doxing reasons, I'm not going to do that.
And Glenn Rice was just so cool, man.
He was
cool.
awesome.
So down to earth, so willing to answer. He looked like he wanted to stay there talking hoops for hours. He was just so cool.
And you got to remember, at one point or another, this guy was the NBA's leading scorer. So he wasn't just a random player. Like, he was a filthy scorer. And that's us taking a nice little picture together with the B2B stuff. I had him go and sign that. I have it actually back here somewhere. That's us playing hoops.
Okay, so probably drop coverage was not the best idea there. I think we should have asked for a timeout.
That was me winning a knockout, which was crazy. I didn't think that was going to happen. I actually don't like knockout very much. But yeah, somehow I ended up winning it.
And that knockout, the guy on the white hat, I don't know his name, but he hadn't missed one shot before that one. He was like 11 for 11, something crazy.
You were signed in. I enjoy playing it. I'm just not always the best at it, but clearly on this day I was. And so we can tell them the story about this right here, because you can't really hear me too much on the audio. We didn't get to pick up too much audio right there, but I'll tell you guys how this moment ended up happening. So Santi goes to me. This is completely true story. And he goes to me and he's like, Dream, I saw that jersey in a dream and I'm going to win this today. I'm going to win this right before knockout, right? It's mine. I have it in my place. I'm going to hang it up and all this other stuff. And I'm like, yeah, man, I hope you do. I hope you win it. So I ended up winning knockout, but I was like, you know what? Why don't we make this dream into an actual reality? Yeah. And so, and you came all the way from Argentina to go to that event. So I have access to a Glenn Rice jersey if I want to get it signed and do this and that. I have moves that I can make to make that happen. But for somebody like you who came from abroad and went to that event, you can walk us through a little bit more of that experience. Actually, wait, why did I take it off? No, I think that was it. I think that was the whole thing.
Yeah, no, it was nuts. I saw it, and I mean, I felt, and that's true. I feel this stuff sometimes, I felt like I was going home with the jersey. I actually told one of the ladies there, one of the, the ones that were passing the balls around, and such. I told her, you're gonna see by the end of the day, I'm going home with that jersey. I told that.
I remember that.
Too. And she was like, no, no way. And I mean, you made it happen. Maybe that's how it was supposed to be. That's what I like to believe. And I got home. I didn't tell. I think I tell probably my parents, but I didn't tell my brother because he's a big Shaq fan. And so I came home and I was like, "Yeah, I brought this and this. Oh, and by the way, I have this jersey, and I tell him the whole story. He was pretty much crying, like like for real. He's a grown ass man. he was he was literally about to cry. So I hanged up that jersey, and that's in his room right now.
That's
He
awesome.
has the yeah. He went ahead. His favorite player right now is Lillard, right? So that motivated him into starting a little bit of a collection, and he got himself a Lillard signed jersey from a friend that was also traveling. And that's crazy. Yeah, it was a crazy. It was a whole adventure. I mean, that was like the moment to remember. But we had a lot of fun with you, Manny. We got to go to that Heat game. I had a crazy time. I decided I was going to Miami for the Top Shot thing, but how much I ended up being involved with basketball. I think I told you this story, but this makes a great story. Uh, I mean, I'm from Argentina, right? Everything in the United States. I'm crazy for NBA. I don't mind spending my life savings into going to watch a basketball game, but I would literally run through a wall for LeBron James. So
Right.
I saw the calendar. I saw
I
that
remember this. Mhm.
The Lakers were playing in Miami. Oh, I think the game started already.
Yep. Thank you. Appreciate you all. Hmm.
So yeah, I saw the Lakers were playing, and I was like, okay, I gotta make it. I gotta be in Miami in this 10-day window, and I made it there. But it was all so crazy, like the timing when I was getting to Miami, when the game was happening. So I got to Miami probably like I don't know a couple of hours before tip off for the Lakers game, right? So I made it to the arena. I was at the door of the now it's called the Kaseya Center. It had a different
Yep.
name at the time.
I think it was the
So
FTX arena.
yeah, probably. So I was there, no ticket, no nothing. A lot of people. So the windows were closed, right? The game was already had already started. It was like mid first quarter, but I had to see LeBron. I it wasn't a matter. It was like with the jersey, right? I knew I was walking home with the jersey. I knew I was seeing LeBron that day. So I managed to get a ticket. They made an exception. They opened one of the windows. I pretty much begged every Miami Heat employee around the stadium until they sold me a ticket. They told me that they couldn't actually sell me a ticket, but there was room up top on the last rows. So they would just charge me like I think it was like $180 to let me in the stadium, and I could go all the way to the top. So long story short, to go back to the game, I'm going to the elevator. They tell me, yeah, go to through any entrance you like. At this point, I mean, they charge me, so I go through what looked like the fanciest entrance. I go to the elevator and I see this tall man uh, in a suit that looked more expensive than my whole trip to the States. And I say, okay, so this is my shot. I have to. This guy can get me places. So I start talking to the guy a little bit, and so he was he needed a 3 pointer, man. So he was a Miami Heat employee. He knew
Hmm.
all the players
That's
personally.
crazy.
He was actually close with LeBron as well, but he was like in a rush, right? So he tells me, you know what, come with me. I end up sitting, I want to say like from the court, I think it was row 11, something like that, right behind the Lakers bench. And the he walks me through. He doesn't get me in through the regular entrance. He walks me through the players' tunnel. So at one point, the
That's
security
awesome.
guards are like, wait a minute, LeBron is passing," and I see LeBron like I don't want to lie, it was probably like 10 or 15 feet from where I am.
That's nuts.
It was
That's incredible.
one of the greatest moments of my life, like for
That's
real, like
crazy.
seeing LeBron up close, and then I got to watch
It's
the
like
whole
seeing
second
Michael
half.
Jackson, Michael Jordan. Like it's a iconic figure. Like LeBron is
LeBron is my
maybe one
hero.
of the best athletes of all time. Like not just in basketball, but throughout all
Yeah, yeah,
sports.
yeah. I
And
agree.
he's still not done with it. Either is Jordan. Jordan is still continuing, even though he's not an athlete per se anymore. I think that for somebody of their sort of status, their career extends far beyond basketball. You know, how do they uh, how do they go and put their seeds into basketball down the future, right? I think that has a lot to do with legacy. LeBron has created camps, he's created a lot of stuff already in his young career. Off the court, LeBron is an MVP. On the court, I don't know if he's my best player of all time, but certainly there's an argument for it, and you were there to go watch him, and there's a huge reason why you could go for LeBron to be the best player of all time because he's still not done with his career. He's still at the top.
I'll,
you
I'll
know?
argue. I'll argue with anyone at any at any time of the day. I love LeBron. He's pretty much the reason I've been playing him and Manu Ginobili, of course. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Those are the two guys that got me into basketball, and I've been dedicating my life to basketball for the past.
Mm-hmm.
I took basketball as the most important part of my life for pretty much 18 to 20 years. So uh, it was an incredible experience, something that I never thought I was going to be able to do, and it happened also. Right place, right time. Pretty much same story as of meeting you. It's all and something crazy is that I don't travel a lot. I usually have one travel to the states, one trip to the states a year because of work, right? And it's usually like a weekend that I use money out of my own pocket to spend a little bit more time there. And I'm actually going 2 weeks from now.
Oh, nice. Where are you going? Are you
So
going to Miami again?
I'm going to New Jersey this time.
Oh, okay.
And if the NBA finals go to 7 games, which by how this is looking, I don't know if that will happen.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean, right now Mavericks are climbing back. It's an 18-point game.
If
It's a
it
good
gets
third quarter for them.
if it gets to 7 games, my 2 free days in the states are gonna fall right on the day that the game 7 happens, and that will be a dream come true. I'm not gonna go though because the cheapest ticket right now I think is like $2,000.
It's
So
crazy, man. In Boston, it's
yeah,
even in Dallas, I heard is more expensive.
I looked it up the other day. It was like 1700s, 1800s, something like that. Um, I don't think I'm going, but I'm for sure asking my boss for a loan if that happens. If
It's a
that
once in a
happens,
lifetime thing, man. And if they're going to go to 7, it's going to be an amazing series. You're either going to
yes,
see Luca winning his first title or Tatum winning his first title.
it's gonna
I
be an
mean,
all-time classic. If it happens, if it happens.